Today we will go over an extremely good trade practice talking about every single detail. We will do a top-down analysis to cover market structure analysis. Furthermore, we will learn how to find good entry points and tradable areas. Let's start now. Let's take a look at a couple of extremely important educational trading materials. We will focus on the top gaining coin of the day. At the top, you can see that our beloved trading indicator ICT high time frames is active. This indicator helps me to observe multiple time frames at once. If you set it up, I will conduct a reverse analysis on this coin. Notice the 5 minutes support and resistance Philip line here. Carefully note this yellow circle. Then check out our indicator where it appears at the multi-time frame imbalance price level. The price action is here actually really clear. Now, what happens just before the SR flip and the multi-imbalances? It's the inner liquidity sweep location as well. Okay, let me make it clearer for you. Price sweeps the inner liquidity area and crashes into the SR flip zone, which happens to be at a multi-imbalance zone. Once you see this price action every day and practice on the charts, you will start recognizing this pattern everywhere. But the golden question still remains. How do you trade this? Actually, you have two options. First, the lazy way, which is basically building a cost average around the entry area. What you do is quite simple. You place small limit orders at strategic smart money points. For example, right under the liquidity sweep points, around SR flip points, and inside the multi-time frame imbalance areas. Then you wait for the orders to be hit, creating an average for you. Now, what about the complicated way, the harder sniper approach? Let's observe the same price action area on the 1 minute chart to get closer to the entry location. If you want to be any kind of sniper trader, you have to wait. Wait for the inner structure to shift in your favor. For example, this market structure break with the imbalance area, which gives you the first trade idea. But the first structure breaks can be quite tricky. For a better entry with more confirmations, you might want to wait for the first break of structure, like in this trade. Then keep trading the structure until you reach a specific target. Why this is the hard way, I say? Because it takes a lot of time to trade like this. If you look below, you will notice that this price action took 2 to 3 hours to be completed. It's not just that easy. Okay, let's talk about more educational material here. Let's talk about market opens and the Bitcoin here, like the 9:30 a.m. New York opening. If you carefully look here, you will notice two specific support and resistance flip positions right before the market opens. But the first market open is also supported by the previous weeks and months highs. Masterclass students know these as trade amplifiers, which make the trade areas stronger. However, in my opinion, both lines are interesting and create a good bounce opportunity. At this point, we use our indicator to get some help. Notice how the price sweeps all the inner liquidity areas here and taps the multi-imbalances from multiple time frames at once. So this is a quite interesting market open. Let's close up on the market opening and the entry locations. Remember what is happening here. Price sweeps all the inner liquidity first. Then price taps all the multi-imbalances from multi-time frames, our best trading view indicator. Then the price hits the great support and resistance flips with the amplifiers. The rest is a very classic price action structure break, imbalance, discount zones, and a 2-hour compact trade opportunity. And the last question, where is the price heading towards? Yes, we have this clear target here, the previous day high point. Actually, if you carefully look at it, this is a very classic PO3, the power of 3. Do we have another trading option? Of course, a lazy way of creating a cost average. With all the inner liquidity sweep, you jump into a trade with no confirmation at all, just with small orders. But maybe the price will keep crashing into deeper support and resistance flip. Who knows? You keep setting multiple small orders into the deeper zones is a wise idea here. At the end, you will be creating a nice average zone. Now, what about 1 minute micro scalping with the Nasdaq after the market opens? Do we use another pattern or strategy? No, we always use the same patterns and strategies. It does not matter if it is 1 minute, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 1 week, or even a 1 month. We always use the same patterns with the same strategy. Actually, I have published over 300 videos in this YouTube trading channel, but I only trade one single strategy. It's called price action trading. We trade the price with repetitive patterns. Trading the Nasdaq is actually much harder and trickier than trading the coins in my opinion. The best way to trade is micro movements, like here. Notice this inner SR flip with an imbalance area, which also sweeps the inner liquidity. And look at the same thing happens one more time. But this time it fails. Because no pattern works all the time. It will fail and you will lose some trades from time to time. There is no fix for that. But look what happens from the wider perspective. A gigantic SR flip location, right at the previous month amplifier location. Also hitting the nice BPR location. The structure shifts nicely, giving you a perfect setup. Now this is an A++ trading setup with so many confirmations. As you can see here, what happens a very classic smart money and price action combination. Remember, in trading our problem is generally waiting for a good setup to take a shape and form a pattern. This is the mental game of every traders out there. Completed the free trading course but still need more? My master classes teach liquidity, imbalance, and the market structure in detail. Combine them with forward and reverse trading using momentum superboxes and yo-yo cost average entry models. After that, you will master scalping with a one-screen free trading view indicator, a revolutionary trading system. Finally, you will learn to invest your profits using my 10-year swing investing with working agent system. Interested? Please see the video description.